Hey folks, it is not lost on me that I do not often express much about my underlying philosophy about how I operate and decisions that I make, so we're going to get a little bit of that here. I've gone ahead and debunked a number of things recently. Well, I'm sort of trying to do that all the time, but mostly it's debunking the mainstream ideas. Recently, however, the situation has called for a bit more rigorous scrutiny of our own community than usual. From the realizations about the Thunderbolts project, to the bad Schumann resonance reporting by people online, to those who use the retired ISWA magnetic models of Earth and constantly think the field of Earth is collapsing every few weeks. I've debunked things about HARP, Nibiru, some things about the power structure of this planet's dominant species, even while other rumors are almost certainly true. Recently, there was fear over an asteroid, Comet Atlas, and Comet Swan. None of those are really working out for the fearmongers. Every time I come down on aspects of our own community, there is a comment or two to the effect of, "Divided we are weaker. Don't fight. Team up." A fun fantasy. It's an idea, however, that is built for the world where everyone is special and everyone gets a trophy and participation is tantamount to winning. Not all quacking videos are created equal. Not all quacking videos are about ducks. Some are made by chickens who don't own a mirror, others by foxes seeking a meal. It is so easy sometimes to jump onto something, especially when it's not something you deeply understand, or someone is pointing out something they don't understand and saying, "Wow, what is that?" or "What caused that?" The problem is that 99% of the time it's nothing, and they actually don't know what they're doing. This leads to a lot of distractions, and sadly, the passion and eyes open for any sign mentality of this community at large makes many of those distractions just seem so appealing concepts in terms of being worthy of your time and attention and maybe a comment online and maybe even a bit of fear. For those who are in relevant positions, those mistakes are obvious and they serve to discredit the entire community. I realize this next sentence is going to be hard to hear, but truly, the widespread, "Oh wow, what is that?" attitude of the community and the propensity to guess in ways that come off a lot like argumentative assertions hurts the entire community. Truly, for every legit channel out there in our little part of the world, there are at least 9 other channels talking about the same sort of anti-mainstream stuff, but I can assure you they are doing nothing but hurting us all. And you can't imagine how difficult this really is. For example, let's take what I posted on Facebook a few days ago. We've all heard the conspiracy. Bill Gates wants to microchip everyone, like the mark of the beast. Well, interestingly, it takes more than just a mark. It also takes the dedication of one's life to servitude of the beast. Well, this is a patent for a microchip capable of being implanted in anything from a wristwatch to your body, and it will use your body energy to mine cryptocurrency. No more need to sell you anything. This tiny mark serves the source by you simply waking up each day and living your life in servitude. Heck, it serves while you sleep. And now the business plan is to split the earnings with the user. And in the case of poor countries, it will be in return for enough to survive. Basically, take this mark and you won't starve. You won't die of thirst, etc. By itself, that doesn't really sound all that evil of a concept, but the means and mechanism happens to be the actual definition of the mark of the beast. And by the way, its patent publication number ends in 060606, and it's Microsoft Licensing Technology LLC, aka Bill Gates, who got the patent. That's the exact conspiracy about him for years, to deliver the mark of the beast, and here is his patent. And it goes beyond just the mark, but includes the servitude with your very life. And it's got a number suspiciously close to 666. Are you kidding me? Well, let me tell you straight up, the biggest mistake you can make is to say, see, I told you, this proves it all. This is too easy. It's a trap or a distraction, misdirection, something. Because fate doesn't just do that. Not all of these things combined. Even without the conspiracy, how does this patent get that number? You add in that it's the exact conspiracy about Gates, the guy who has the patent. And I mean, come on. This game is harder than that. We're missing something, and I don't know what it is. I do not find satisfaction in the argument by some that part of the rules they play by is that they must tell us the truth. This is beyond that. This is too much, and it's not an easy problem to work through. My working hypothesis is that even Gates has a master and is currently playing the role of bait. But the point is that what I said 9 years ago is still true today, and the reason why I started my channel. Our community is its own worst enemy. For every one of us has a crazy thing we believe, myself included, and every one of us has ways in which we wish the mainstream would change. But we can all still name a number of things we've seen or heard online that we know are super crazy and are just flat out wrong. I'm telling you, that's 90 to 99% of the anti-mainstream community. The same one I attempt to help lead. The same one I love. Most of it is working against itself without awareness of it. The time for, oh, look at that, speculate, is over. So is the time to ignore those other channels and just let them be. If you don't fully comprehend the cumulative damage done by those people, then I beg you not fight me on this one. It's currently my biggest burden. Every professor who hears me out now takes my calls and my texts. Science seems to be shooting itself in the foot and giving our community everything it needs. If you watch The Daily Show, you probably already know that. It's the craziness of our own that drags us all down, that fills my inbox with nonsense, that gets me associated with utter nonsense online. Did you know that people in some circles still think I am looking for Nibiru out each night? And it's not because I ever said anything close to that. We all have to elevate our games. Be suspicious of everything. Get sources. Check sources. Realize that not every website is a legitimate source, and realize that the amount of passion and genuine attempt and trying from the community far outweighs our actual capacity. It's a tough truth to bear. It's not easy, which is why I keep doing it. And it's a problem I do uniquely understand in this position, even if I am 100% sure that all of you listening to this do get the idea for the most part. But I do see how bad we are. We all have to be better. Heck, I need to work on everything from this to my temper in the comment section. Nobody's perfect. But we should be aiming there in preparation for the mental gauntlet of the coming months and years. Be safe, everyone.